Yeah, no, we're super excited. Me and my whole family. We love Calgary, and this is our home. So, yeah, we're really proud that we get to represent the team for 3 more years and to be part of the new arena and being a part of the leadership group that's gonna hopefully push this team in the right direction here. And yeah, so we're super excited.
How long ago did talks start moving along this direction?
We had a good talk at the end of last year, and then we kind of let it sit for the summer. And then once we got back, I made a casual call to Connie and Frida. I couldn't believe it. I was just one day after practice, I called Connie and said, you know what, we want to stay. Can we get it done? It's kind of about 3 weeks ago, probably.
Yeah, about 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry, how much maybe anxiety or stress did this one have, or lack of that, compared to maybe previous times we were having this conversation?
Yeah, I wasn't too anxious or stressed about it this time around. We were just super excited that we really enjoyed that time here in Calgary. It's become our home for me and Frida, and it was an easy decision for us to decide to stay. And then I was just hoping the organization wanted me to be here for 3 more years and be part of the new arena, which was important to us. We really wanted to have a deal that covers or gets into the new arena. So, and I felt me and Connie had such a good relationship playing together and working alongside for all these years. And it was easy to reach out to Connie and start a conversation. And I thought it went really smooth and no anxiety or anything. So it's all good.
Mikael, if you go back to that initial phone call to Craig, like a lot of guys with your experience and your age would have had the opportunity to wait a few months and kind of see how things are going. Why did you want this done before the season started?
Yeah, because this is our home. This is where we want to be. I believe in this team, and we love living here in Calgary. It just became a natural decision for us to stay here, and I feel like this team is going the right direction. And I really believe in all the young guys, and I'm excited that we signed a lot of those guys this summer, and really believe and of all the leaders on the team. And I think what we showed last year is just the start of something really good here in Calgary, and putting in so much effort and time here in Calgary, we felt like we wanted to finish it and to play a new arena, and I believe at that time, and hopefully this year, and I believe this year we'll make the playoffs and hopefully become even better and be a contender around the time the new arena comes around. So I was just so excited about that, and to represent one team, I feel so special, and there's no other team I wanted to play for, and my family didn't want to move anywhere. We wanted to stay here. We wanted kids to grow up in Calgary, and so at the end of the day, it was an easy decision for us. I'm really excited the owners and the management believed in me and all the coaches and wanted me to stay here.
So Craig, you're sitting there minding your own business, answering emails, and your captain calls you and says they want to resign. What's that call like?
I wasn't sure. Maybe he wanted something. I wasn't sure what exactly he was calling about. But, I think the one thing, even at the end of the year when we did talk, we just, I said I wanted him to have the summer with Frida and the kids and just see what you want. No pressure either way. We would like to have you back. But, again, you've earned the right to make your own decisions. So, enjoy the summer. Think about what you want to do, and we'll wait till we get back. And, if this was a month from now or 2 months from now, I wasn't going to him to pressure him on anything. I just wanted backs to feel comfortable with a decision that they made as a family. But I did express we did want to sign him back. So that was what was out there to him. And then when we got talking, again, Frida, sorry, I didn't get back to him right away. It took 2-3 weeks. She's like, when is this Craig calling? But, I think it was just about, we talked, and it was really seamless to get the deal done. He wants to be a Calgary Flame. He is a Calgary Flame. I can't see him in another jersey, and to have him back and leading our young guys. I mean, I know we have to have young guys, and we have young guys coming, but Bax is exactly what we want in our captain and our leader, and I think it sets a great example for where we want to go as an organization.
Did you have to call any of your former line mates and hockey ops staffers just to ask about what this might mean to the record books?
Well, he said we can sit him, right? So he can only get 152 games or whatever it is. No, it's, I think Jerome's on board, and he knows what it's like. I mean, I would have loved to seen Jerome spend his whole career in Calgary too, but I understand different situations and different things were going on, and for us to be able to get Bax here, and it really is, the goal is to make the playoffs and make a push, and we think Bax is going to be a big part of that.
Michael, do you feel like today seals that you'll be spending your entire career in Calgary?
Yeah, that's the goal and the dream. I don't want to play for another team, and I believe in this group, and I believe we have a good future ahead. And I want to play these 3 years and here in Calgary, and we'll see then if the new arena gives us another boost to play more. We'll see. But I'll get up in age then. But we'll talk about that later on. But no, it's. In our mind, it's only Calgary Flames for us. This is where our heart is at. This is the city we live and want to be in.
Michael, you mentioned new arena a bunch. When you're driving in and navigating the traffic every morning now, what goes through your head when you're seeing that?
I use it other way, so I don't see it really every day. But I drove out there this morning. It's kind of a pain, but it's great to see it coming up, though. And it's super exciting for the whole city and the organization to have that project. And I heard it's going really well on time and going smooth. So, I think it's a super exciting thing for the whole city and the Calgary Flames organization, and to be a small part of that, it's really exciting. After spending a lot of years here at the Saddledome, it's going to be really cool to step into a brand new arena at the time, probably be the best arena in NHL, and have every recovery and the best locker room and all that. It's going to be really cool.
You played with Michael early on in his career, obviously. Just how impressive is it for you to see how close he is getting to Jerome for the all-time games played?
It's amazing. I mean, really, because you saw how Jerome's longevity in the city and what he meant to the city and everything, both on and off the ice. And you're thinking, no one's really going to catch Jerome, And I think now that we're sitting here with this contract, it's in sight. And the way he trains and the way he takes care of himself, similar to Jerome. I mean, winning the fitness testing. Right now I think I talked to Ricky. Very good. I'm not sure if he's going to win it again, but he's going to be probably top 3. So, that's the one thing we look at too. I know he's going to take care of himself. The way he trains, the way he dedicates to the game. He wants to, literally. I looked at his scores the other day just to compare. They're identical to last year. So, I know he's saying he's getting older, but he's not regressing physically, right now. So that's what really made me excited. I don't know how long Bax can go. He can probably keep going after this contract, but we'll get these 3 years done, and then we'll go from there.
Michael, what would it mean to you to become the player who's played the most games for the Calgary Flames? It's a pretty amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, no, that would be very special, of course. It's potentially could happen, and if that happens, it would be really cool and amazing to be such a legend, and it's Jerome McGinley. So it would mean a lot to me and my family and everyone that supported me throughout my career to get that. I never thought when I was drafted back in 2007 that I was going to ever be close to this record. So we'll see what happens, but it would definitely be really special.
Look back even 5 years ago, did you think you'd be signing this contract?
Yeah, no, I don't know. There's been some ups and downs for sure, and a lot of times in my career, there's talks, rumors, all that. Not too many throughout my career, thankfully, but there's been times where you didn't know how long you're gonna stay here, and so to be here today and have this contract, it feels amazing. I'm so proud and honored to be a Calgary Flame and to still be here. It means a lot to us to have that stability, to raise a family in the same city my whole career. It's pretty unique in NHL, so I'm very thankful for that.
Craig, you've been around. We see teams that struggle to find their defined leader or go seasons without captains. How much of an asset is it that you all found someone like Michael, where in a situation where sometimes teams have to wait a few years to find that?
I think coming in, one of the things that we talked about my first press conference, I do want a captain, and I think it's important in the NHL. I think it's needed, and I know we went for a while without it. And then luckily for me, with Bax, we know each other. I mean, we can talk, there's not an awkward feeling when we talk. If he's got something to say, the team wants to do something, we can do something better. That's why I always said, Bax, if there's something we can do better here and we're not doing, you talk to other players and other teams, let me know, and we can work on that. So that just our communication for him being the captain and, me up in the upstairs, is perfect because I know if there is a problem, he can come to me and I can deal with it right away. So to have a captain and know he's going to be the captain here for another 3 years minimum, that's really important. But if anybody has been around the team and, you guys see how well he does leading. I mean, he puts everybody ahead of himself, but he wants to do what's best for the team. And it's great. It makes my job easy. It makes Ryan Huska's job easy when, he can go and challenge players and talk to players and, hey, we want to do this or whatever it is. It's just nice to have that security blanket for me personally. And with our relationship, it definitely makes it, and that's why to get it done and to see him thinking about him all-time games played as a Calgary Flames, pretty special because I did see him as a young kid when we were here together. And it's, now here we are with his family and it's pretty special.
Craig, just to expand, and I want to ask both of you guys about this, but to start with you, Craig, like to expand on that leadership part, whether it's, eventually a Reshny and Potter, whether it's Zane maybe as soon as this fall, like how significant is it that Michael's going to be the guy that they're going to be sort of pointed towards and say, watch that guy?
I can't find a better example of someone I'd like them to follow and be like, whether it's the way he trains after games, during the season, the way he takes camps, how he handles himself, what he does in this community. I mean, with the way Frida and him give back to the community, second to none. I mean, we were just at an event, Parachute for Pets the other night. It's just amazing what he does and gives back and how much he does care about the city. And for our young guys to see that, it's invaluable. It's another piece that people don't really understand if you haven't played the game or you haven't been in that locker room, to be able to kind of watch. And you need someone to watch and learn how to become a pro because it just doesn't happen overnight. You got to, I was fortunate. I've had unbelievable role models, and I just, you pick up and take what they kind of, that's how you're supposed to train and treat people and the media and how you do things and the fans. So for me, Backlund is probably as high a level as we can get in all those things.
And Michael, from your standpoint, like how much is that on your mind now, that whether this team achieves that ultimate goal while you're still playing or not, that you can be a big part of kind of pushing this forward? Yeah,
that's something I kind of, you don't realize it, and all of a sudden you're one of those older players on the team, or earn that right to be higher up in the hierarchy. And it's weird. It's a weird feeling to kind of think that other guys look up to you, and but it's also a great feeling knowing that you can have a big impact on players and teammates and help them along their career and help them show, or just by being myself, showing how you can do certain things. And it's really special, unique, and something that I take a lot of pride in, that I can help all these young guys that we have coming up and try and help them. They're all tremendous players, but on and off the ice, trying to help them as much as I can. It definitely means a lot to me, and was a big part of me. I wanted to stay here 2 years ago and be the captain, and to have that role and opportunity to be that kind of player and person.
You're obviously not the first player who Craig has re-signed this summer. What was it like for you as a captain, seeing Zary, Coronado, Wolf, like all of these younger guys commit to Calgary, an organization you spent so much time with?
Yeah, really exciting. I was super pumped to see all those guys signing, Baller too, and Clapper, Posp too. To see all those guys getting new deals is super exciting. I'm really excited for the future here, and they're all good kids and really good hockey players. But great teammates as well, and they all want to become better, and they are good listeners and humble guys that wants to help the team to become better. So I was really excited when I saw all those guys sign.
And Craig, obviously you have a few things off your to-do list that probably in other circumstances would have been sort of taking your attention in the season. So what are you going to fill your time with aside from, you have your captain and your goalie done?
I think the big thing is now let's see how everybody comes together. I do think, at the end of the year, I think there's growth from a lot of our young players. And I think, our leadership group is going to come back. And obviously we fell short, whether, it was a little tiebreaker and we didn't make the playoffs, but I know how focused the group were, how disappointed they were. And just by looking at the testing scores, they went home and they put the work in. So now I'm just looking forward to getting the season started and seeing kind of where we go. But it is nice to have a lot of those things done and not have it questions every day. What's going on with this guy or that guy? Now we can just focus on hockey and play, and that's what we want to do. We want to play and we want to win games. So, and I know that's what Bax thinks, and I talked to the young guys. They're excited, and they want to prove that, last year wasn't a fluke, that, hey, you know what? We're a good team. Any given night, we can beat anybody, and that's what I expect from them. So I just can't wait to get the season going.
Just to follow up on Solomon's question, because Michael did bring up the arena a number of times. Are you already feeling your job getting easier?
For sure. That new arena, visiting teams come here. We're here every day. I love the Saddle Dome. This is where I played and grew up in too. But everybody likes something new. And to drive by, I actually drive by the hole every day. And it's exciting to see where the locker room is, how it's enclosed now, and where center ice is going to be. And I think I can't wait to get to the new building. I really can't. And I do think it's not even me. It's when I talk to other people or other players around the leagues, they're like, hey, you guys it's really happening now. And I said, yeah, it really is. So, we've talked about it a long time, but to actually have them come into town and see it, I think it's going to be a huge thing for the organization moving forward.
Michael, after on the eve of training camp, what makes you optimistic that this team can be a playoff team this season after 3 years of missing it?
Yeah, no, I love our group, all the players in the room, and we're bringing back the same group of guys. Pretty much lost a couple of guys, but that bond we had last year was really strong. It was a great team. I love every single guy, and we had such a good connection on and off the ice. So I think that's going to be a big key this year. Whatever happened last year, we weathered it together as a team, and I'm really excited about that. And also I talked to Matty today, Coronado, about how much fun it was at the end of last year, like the stretch until that last Vegas game, like all those games we play, how much fun they were, and it was a great learning experience for all those young guys to be part of those games and to play those meaningful games, like a playoff game every night. And I think that's going to help the whole team, but especially all the young guys that get to experience that for the first time maybe in NHL. So, and like we said before, we have a lot of guys that have signed now and can maybe get that off their shoulders and have to, if they were worrying about it a little bit. So I'm really excited about this group, and I believe in a group.
How much bigger of a step did those young players that you mentioned have to take this year, like Matt and Connor?
Well, I think everyone has to take a little bit of a step, of course. I know the outside expectations are still low, but I know other teams, talking to coach, I know he said that, a lot of teams have a lot of respect for us now, more than they had a year ago, and they expect a hard game against us. So it's going to be hard for us to win games. So everyone's going to have to bring a little bit more if we're going to be better than last year. So, but of course we'd love to some of those young guys to have big years this year and push his team over the hump to make the playoffs.
Michael, does it bother you, frustrate you at all that those external expectations don't seem to have shifted?
No, it's fine. It is what it is. I believe in the group, and we just got to go out there and prove everyone wrong again. We know how good we can be, and we know how fun it was at the end of last year until that last game or second last game. But I am really excited about the group. I know everyone kind of wanted a shiny new toy, but I think having the same team is really good for the group. It's always hard when you move a lot of pieces in and out, and to have that same group is going to be a big key for us, I think, in our success.